Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Battlefield 3 commentary. In this one we're going to be covering the Battlefield 3 Premium Edition. And is it good or bad, and what does it mean to you Battlefield players out there? Now, for those of you guys who don't know what the Battlefield 3 Premium Edition is, it's basically Battlefield 3 itself, the game, with Battlefield Premium and some unlocks for, you know, the new players who are going to purchase this to come in and not be completely crushed by Battlefield 3 veterans. So it's Battlefield 3 the game, Battlefield Premium, and some unlocks to them, all totaled in for $70. Now, once a lot of people hear about that, right away they start freaking out. They're like, oh shit, I paid $110 for Battlefield 3 and Premium together, and now you're telling me new guys are going to get it for $70? Well, the one thing you have to know is that Battlefield 3 now costs $40 on the market. It's no longer a $60 game. If you look up on GameStop, if you look up on Origin, which is the official like EA engine for selling their games through digital sales, if you look on Origin, if you look on Amazon, if you look on wherever, you're going to see Battlefield 3 for $40 instead of $60. And Premium, of course, still costs $50. Now, if they was to buy Battlefield 3 and Battlefield Premium separately, once this Premium Edition drops, they would be spending $90. And, of course, if they bought the unlock separately as well, then they'll be spending more than $90. But it's going to be all bundled up now for $70, which is only really a $20 discount. And you can look at it either way. Either they took $20 off Premium or they took $20 off Battlefield 3. I guess it depends up on the person who bought it to consider that. But it's not that big of a deal. Some people are making it seem like Battlefield 3 still costs $60, and now they're getting this insane discount for Battlefield Premium. And if that was the case, I would understand completely the frustration. However, I do understand some of the frustration coming out of the community. I believe that they should have waited until Aftermath to include this deal. That way, you know, it just seems like Premium was $50 for a little bit longer. Because it's kind of like, let's say you bought Battlefield 3 in October when it was $60, and you bought it then. And then come December, they're selling it for $40 now. Now that's kind of like, wow, if I just waited 2 months, I could have gotten it for $20 less. And that would be the same deal that's going on with Premium, because Premium only dropped in June when E3 was around. That's the week that they released Premium. And now people are going to be getting it basically a $20 discount off of it when Armored Kill drops, or a little bit after that. September 11th for North America and September 14th for the European continent for Battlefield 3 Premium Edition. That's the release date for Battlefield 3 Premium Edition. And I can understand some of the frustration. Like I said, they should have released it with Aftermath instead of Armored Kill. But the thing about it is that EA is a business. That's what a lot of people tend to forget. They tend to forget that the publishing company is not a developing company. They're basically a business, and their goal is not to develop the best games and, you know, earn money off of that. Their goal is to publish the best games and earn as much revenue as they can, just like any other business out there. And the thing about it is that for Q1 of this year, EA had a net income of negative $180 million. And for those of you guys who don't know what a net income is, it's basically all the money that they gathered off of the sales minus their expenses. It's kind of like, let's say you get paid by a job $3,000 a month, and you got to buy food, you got to buy clothes, you got to pay rent, you got to pay light bill, all that type of stuff. Those are your expenses. So if you're spending $4,000 a month when you're getting paid $3,000 a month, you're going to be in debt. You're either going to be in debt right off the bat, or you're going to be in debt further down the road because your expenses are building. So that's basically what's going on with EA, is that their expenses seem to be more than what they're earning. And that's not a good thing for any company out there. It's not a good thing for anybody out there. You know, just like I said, you earn $3,000, you're spending $4,000. That's bad news for you. You're going to be in the shitter one way or the other. And EA is going to do what they can to earn more revenue. That way they could, you know, cut their losses a little bit shorter and earn more revenue and be out of the shitter that they're currently in. And I'm hoping that by them doing what they have to do to earn more money, that's not going to come at the expense of the consumer. However, it does seem like that. It's seeing as though in the previous year, EA has shown off a lot of bad colors, and EA is now like the punching bag of all gamers out there. You know, when you used to think of a company that you absolutely hate in the gaming industry, I bet you 90% of you guys used to say Activision. And even Call of Duty fans used to say Activision. Now when you think of a game company that you hate out there that's in the gaming industry, I bet you 90% of you guys think EA. Even you people who play Battlefield 3 or are hardcore Battlefield fans, you hate EA. And remember, EA is the publishing company, they're not the developing company. I see that a lot of times in the comments. People will be like, oh, Battlefield 3, best game ever, thank you EA. You know, yeah, thank EA for publishing it, I guess, but DICE is the one that develops it. So it's not DICE that a lot of gamers are directing their anger towards, it's EA, which is the publishing company. And the reason being is because, of course, the false advertising that they had in the past. What was that other issue with Mass Effect 3, the ending? Apparently that was another case of false advertising. They've had lawsuits thrown at them and everything like that. So EA has been having a tough year on the PR side, as well as the revenue side, the money side, the financial side. So EA is kind of like in the shitter, and they're gonna have to try to come up with ideas to earn more money, and this Battlefield 3 Premium Edition is one of those ideas. And although, like I said, I wish they would have waited until Aftermath to include this deal for new players, it's not that big of a deal. You know, it's only $20 off on either Battlefield 3 or Battlefield Premium, whichever way you want to look at it. If they were to buy it separately, it would be $90, but since they're bundling all together for new players out there, it's going to be $70 for them. So that's all I got for you guys today regarding Battlefield 3, the Premium Edition. Remember, it drops September 11th for North America and September 14th for the European continent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Battlefield 3 commentary, and if you did, don't forget to click that like button, favorite this video, subscribe if you're new here for more Battlefield 3 news and content in the future. Until next time, guys, peace.